Diane von Furstenberg, fashion designer and style icon, is showing her designs for the first time in Europe. She has traveled across the Atlantic with a new collection and plans to show it in a private garden in the Tuscan capital of Florence. She has brought her 9-year-old granddaughter along for the ride.
And the model come from backstage. At all time, 20 models on the runway. All right, so then pretend you're the model then. Be careful though. This is my assistant. She's my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, Talita, and she's been very helpful. We worked on the looks together, and then also for her it's a training because she understands what happens behind the scenes at the fashion show. All right, so we have to be careful because it's slippery, right? Ah! Isn't this pretty?
Von Furstenberg's show takes place on the opening night of Florence Menswear Fashion Week.
They are beginning to want to bring women, so they invited me to come to a show. And then all of a sudden things started to make sense. For example, the wrap dress was born here outside Florence 30 years ago. So it's going to be fun.
It took so much time to do it and so much money, but then also it's only 10 minutes.
Only 10 minutes. All this work and all these people do and this and that, and the whole thing is over in 10 minutes. But you get it on film, right? And then the picture stays forever. This is the suiting.
She's anonymous, but she has a really easy body.
I'm from London. I mean, for me, and Diane's from Belgium, so we always feel like the Europeans in New York. So it's kind of nice to be, it's a bit odd because now it feels a bit more like we're the Americans in Europe. The show is tomorrow, so we've got to do a lot of fitting in a certain amount of time, so you kind of have to try and allocate the best bet anyway, fingers crossed, girl to the outfit.
42 is good for her, right? 42 is good. Yeah, Tatiana in 44 and Eloise in
43.
Yeah.
And then Georgina, remember, has a little bit of a hip.
The right girl can really carry an outfit and really give it a personality. And you know, if you've got something that looks a little bit more young, it's sometimes nice to put a girl who looks a bit more mature in it, and vice versa.
But Amina, I always think looks quite grown up because she's quite hard.
Yeah.
So she looks better in a girly dress rather than a more...
30 models from around the world are to appear in the show.
It's so beautiful here.
Can you walk?
Very pretty, yeah? I think it's okay.
A series of pinning and accessorizing appointments takes place over the next 2 days.
Hey, that big thing hanging.
700 high-profile guests are expected tomorrow night, and to stage manage the elaborate event, von Furstenberg has employed Alexander de Baytak.
Before the moonrise and at the start of sunsets, we will start the fashion show, which will basically happen on that cross. The girls will come out of here and basically do all of that crossing and then come out there. Is that it just screams at you. It's very simple. That cross, you know, was going to be a perfect runway for something that is not necessarily pretentious at all, because she's not at all.
De Baytak can control most aspects of tomorrow night's soiree, but this summer's freak rain conditions in Italy are beyond him.
That is one of the challenges, because hopefully we're still crossing our fingers. It could rain. We hope it won't.
Next on his list of jobs is confirming the choice of soundtrack for the show.
That's good. And she's going to come all alone, Natalia. Beautiful. At the beginning, when it's that slow music, she starts all alone. You're going to see the light going around the statue, and then she's going to appear.
It is difficult to decide which is the penultimate outfit to go down the runway.
You don't finish with Bon Voyage. It doesn't make any sense. It's like a come down.
To finish with a long sequined evening gown just feels like what you would expect a fashion show to finish with, and it's really important that the show has a little bit of the wit and tongue-in-cheekness that Diane has as a person. It's going to be a big t-shirt dress, Bon Voyage, signed by Diane.
Mais le Bon Voyage, je trouve ça assez mignon parce que c'est
Okay,
derrière.
all right. Okay. I don't think it should be that same music again. She's right. It makes you tired. It makes you,
What's it called, cheap and cheerful track? We need more of it at the end, not so kind of, because it's not like a long, elegant dress. It's like, you know, she's like, it's a little witty.
Clothes are good. Music is good. So I just keep my finger crossed that it won't rain because we have no way out.
Before the rest of the team can leave, a dress rehearsal in the correct lighting.
It's really nice here.
I mean, it's a totally different environment to the environment we've been showing in New York. And, you know, number one, it's a raised catwalk, which is a big deal. Now we can see up their skirts. So, you know, like it's a whole, yeah, of course, logistically, it's a whole different issue.
In part 3, will the weather hold for von Furstenberg's Tuscan adventure?
We have 18 girls to fit tomorrow. The show starts at 9. Half of them are apparently coming from New York, apparently coming from Milan at 3 in the afternoon, so it's going to be a bit of a crazy day.